Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame it on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Hit a genie with a snap.
Coach, as you know, being over in Orlando, still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Bush. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. Let's go. Come on.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
This is fielded at the goal line. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Throwing on 1st down. Cox. It's brought in by Harris. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. He'll get this to Eckler. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's go now. This way. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Looking to throw. Cox. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out, and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that
really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun. Bush. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 7.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Where's 52.
From the gun, Bush. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Operating from the gun, Bush. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Ready. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. We got tight left. Even.
Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. I got it. Double time. 3 down.
On 2nd down, it's Shepard. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Mike 52. Hey, pick your game up. Hey, Mike 52.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Black. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
On 1st and 10, Bush. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
I got you.
They'll run on 1st down. Swift. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
52's the Mike. Watch Mike.
2nd and 3. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On the double. 2's the Mike. Check. 52's the Mike. Get that quarterback. At all costs.
On 1st down, Shepard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Desmond King making the tackle. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the 1st half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The Bucs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Bush. Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point safely through. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. 43 yards that time. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
No, check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Check.
On first down, Bush. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Tight left. Everyone, you got four down.
2nd and 14. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bush. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. An NFL update. 2nd quarter now in Jacksonville. And the Jags, they're out to an early lead there. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. The Charger drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down. This time they stay on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 2nd down now, Swift. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Operating from the gun. Bush, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
52's the mark, boys. 52.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Bush into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Cox to throw on 3rd down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Los Angeles.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They run it here with Gordon. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike 58 right there. I got you.
They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They come out here in the eye.
Man, I got you. Show it up.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Shift! Watch the shift! 6 guys! Check 6 guys! Kill! Check! Check hot route! Hot one!
Throwing on third and long. Push. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Checking things elsewhere. Third quarter now from U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Cox now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Back now in Tampa. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. Back now in Tampa. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Gordon. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
The Chargers on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Cox. And this is going to be incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13 to 10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Off the play fake. Bush. looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. Now a give, right side. Swift. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Like 52, like
To throw on second down. Bush finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
38-yard line.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Bush. He rifles one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
watch the screen.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Another toe for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. To throw is Cox, operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
Here's Matt Wild now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is taken at the 18. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. Some
good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Complete to Hilton. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. Back to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And some room to work. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I don't know about you, partner, but watching him take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.